Okay, we're back. Here it is. You want to know where it was? It was sitting right there in front of me. Like right there. You all might have been able to see it from there. I bet you were sitting there going, Sharon, it's right there. It was like being at a panto. If you know, if you're British, you know what a panto is. It's like being at a panto. Those are very interesting, very fun things to go to at Christmas time. But you have the characters missing things that clearly everyone can see. Pantos, although I'm sure they were originally intended for children, adults get involved, children get involved. It's super fun. Okay, so this is my first signature. I'm going to put that over here for a second. So before I go too far, this is what I'm going to do. And as I said, it's super easy to get these out of order. And since I really don't want them out of order, I'm going to do that. All right, so I'm going to line it up again. And I'm going to try to do, there we go, that's pretty good. It's not perfect. I'm not perfect. I know you all thought I was. I really hate to disappoint. No, Sharon, no, we knew you weren't perfect. That was painfully obvious from the beginning. I'm perfectly me. I'm good with that. Okay, so here's my next one. I know that right now this might look weird and you're like, what are you doing? Why are you stapling it? It will all work out. But that numbering really does save me. So let me just be clear, because I think I have not been very clear as I've been doing this, as I lost things. So what I do is I take each section, which is now separated. I'm still keeping them together. I'm keeping them so that I can have 4 signatures. And I then take the back corner. This is a little bit, try to get it closer to my 1/2 inch. I take the back of that signature and I'm going to fold it over by approximately 1/2 inch. You know, guys, if you're not right on that, you're cool. It's still okay. Then I am going to just staple it in place. It's not going to hurt it. There was a time when I was, oh, I'm not going to use staples. I'm going to be a purist. I'm going to glue it. That's a big pain. And honestly, it makes no difference. Stapling it in place, no one will know later. And it just makes it go faster. And honestly, I feel like it's just super strong that way too. So, and this, isn't he cute at the end? Oh, I just love him so much. I just love this little ducky. I know rabbits are my thing, but the little ducky, he might come in a close second, at least in this book. Okay. So here's my last signature. All right, so we're not done. This is, what did I do? What I did was I was about to staple my finger. That would not have been fun. Would have been, would have been interesting, but not fun. Okay, so we've got our 4, and again, I'm going to write 4 on here. This stays on here until I have the book put together, because again, it's really easy for these pieces to be separated. So that's just gonna live there until my book is practically done, or until the signatures are actually in the book, which isn't right away. All right, so then I'm going to take, I have pre-chosen my papers and where they are going to go. I just think these are, look at that guy. So cute. So one at a time, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I trim. If you've got, something like this at the top, I'm going to go ahead and trim that. And then I'm going to go through, I wonder if this looks so weird with all this. Maybe it's too much light washing everything out. I hope not. I hope you can see this well and it's not this horrible conglomeration of light. I have the windows open and it's actually a sunny day. And honestly, guys, we have so many rainy days these days. If I get sun, I'm taking it. Shoot. It's like I'm back in England again. All right, my slicer dicer got caught. Here's my second one. This one's my Cricut one, and this has the newest blades. This actually just slices better than my very old Fiskars. So these papers, some of these papers, like this one came from, this one is from, good Lord, Joann's. But this one is, I don't even know. It's been so many years that I've had that one. Someday maybe I'll do a walkthrough of some of my old scrapbooks and show you the kind of scrapbooking I used to do. I loved doing it, but then I just stopped having time. This one is Joann's, but I don't know if they sell this or this one anymore. I just don't know if they do anymore. Neither of them are new. Okay, so now, just so many different things I need. Let's pull from this side now. Let's get this thing. So now I'm taking out my scoreboard. If you don't have a scoreboard, guys, honestly, if you're doing any of this kind of paper crafting, I would just strongly suggest getting a scoreboard. I didn't have one to start with, and just it just makes your life so much easier. Okay, there's my 2 cents. So what this paper is going to do is I'm going to fold it so it folds in so the white sides are together, but also this white side is going to come up. I'll show you what we'll do with that. If you saw my last walkthrough, you would see that I had, I'm going to score this right at 6 inches. The way I do my pocket sections with this one. Also because when you score, this is called a valley. This is called your mountain. You want to fold towards your mountain. I know that seems counterintuitive. It feels like, well, I just made a valley. Shouldn't I? You really don't, because it actually weakens your paper. It just does. So, yeah. So with this one, I'm trying to remember what I do here, because of, I'm going to double check this one, because it seems to me like I don't want to be right on, yep. In order for this to kind of line up with this one, and it doesn't have to, but I like it to, I am going to score just on the inside. Well, yeah, I am. I'm going to score just on the inside of the 8. So that's an 1/8 of an inch in, because the inches are going this way. So 8 1/8, so 7/8, 7 7/8. I'm going to score that way. I also like to hold my paper down because paper will move on you. It'll shift. So, okay. Move these things out of the way. I've already got some other papers that I've done. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and score all of them, and then we will go back and see, I've already moved some around. Then I'll go back and I'll start putting them together. So, up there. 6 inches. Oh. I actually just put a little hole in there, so I'm just going to have to do a little internal repair on that one. Yes, paper also has a tendency to tear, which is kind of a pain. Right here. So, what did I just do? That's what I did. It's also easy to shift. That's fine. It's not going to make a difference in our final product. It just annoys me. It's just annoying, but, oh well. All right, now my grass does not really have a direction. There's no real directionality to my grass, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. So we're going to do, come on, stay on the 6. Again, see, this is another reason why I like to hold it, so it doesn't shift on me. And then what 4. So you can see I've created 4 sections so that we have. That's weird. Do it this way. My cut along the top seems to be slightly off, so I want to make sure that I get my score lines down correctly. So I am creating the pages that will attach here. That is going to give me the actual easy to use signature. Okay. So, scoreboard out of the way. There we go. All right. Now, first thing I'm going to do is fold up. Now, I'm not using a huge amount of pressure. And then I'm going to fold in. Now, this at the moment does not want to fold in, so I'm just going to use my bone piece. There we go. On. Oh, I'm butchering someone's language, and I apologize if it's yours and you're watching. Looked weird for a minute. It looked off. Now, yes, we have some things showing on the back, and I really wish they wouldn't do that, but they do. But that's okay. Those are going to be covered up. Now, if I had put this, so this is the bottom, but if I had switched it and put it at the top, it wouldn't have mattered. But it is what it is. So again, I'm just going to use my bone score here to make sure that those pages are coming together. There we go. 2. This one has, we clearly have a little bit of an issue right here. I sliced too hard at the top here, and there is a little tiny rip. Now, if I'm going to use this sheet, I need to repair the rip. So I'm going to use, I'm not going to use anything right now. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to do with that after the fact. I'm going to use some ribbon along the top. That will repair that. That's going to be what I'm going to do. So notice that I made that mistake earlier, but it's inside. And truthfully, if I went over this with the bone, with my bone score, I could actually erase that mark, pretty much. So I do not worry about that. And again, I am an imperfect person, and I'm good with that. Here we go. Oh yeah, I've got a plan for that one. Okay. And my favorite, I just love this one so much. So what you'll notice is it just makes the scoring it ahead of time just made that so much easier to deal with. Here we go. So I'm pulling down. Here we go. Make sure this one's really the cutest. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have that in place. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is do that this way. This one is doing something funky. Let's see if I can. I'm just going to go out this way and unfunkify it, hopefully. Nope, still doing something funky. We're going to unfunkify it. Yes, that's definitely a word. It is now. So I'm not going to glue these sections down yet. I will, and I will before they go fully into the book. But right now, what I'm going to do is we're going to start attaching them into the book. Now, this is section, I see I got them out of order. I'm so glad. This is how this is going to work. This is going to attach here and here. Do you see how we're completely covering that spine? So it becomes the last section. Isn't that so sweet? Okay, so let's do that.